Welcome to Books for Success. Today, we're unraveling the insights from Get the Guy by Matthew Hussey. Get the Guy provides dating tips that allow you to be you and not drastically change to meet and keep your ideal man. You will learn to become the empowered woman that you were meant to be and connect with anyone at any time. Matthew Hussey explains how he became a successful relationship coach from being a teenager who dated whoever would have him as he watched other guys get the girl of their dreams. His in-depth knowledge comes from his personal experiences and the years he spent teaching men about their love lives. Get the Guy helps women set up their standards and understand that they are of high value and that by developing specific traits, they will be able to find the love they deserve. If you find our content valuable, like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. Don't be shy about dropping your book suggestions for us to summarize. Also, you can use this video as an audiobook summary. Let's grow and succeed together. Fairy tales in Hollywood have made a lot of people believe that true love is a result of fate. People are fond of leaving their love lives to chance and wish Cupid would fix it. Let's look at the case of a woman who meets a new guy every week. Assuming she has a genuine social interaction with a different man once a week, she will have a very slim chance of meeting Mr. Right, the one. Her options get slimmer when these interactions happen randomly by chance, not by her actions. When people decide to push aside their love life, they will wake up panicking about making it happen one day. This will then lead to more panic, which results in a loop of hopelessness and frustration. If you keep wondering where all the good men are, you must go out and find them. The world is full of people who keep waiting for the right time for someone to approach them or to approach someone. They wait to gain confidence. They wait to make a move. They wait to see the signs or invitations. They keep waiting for everything. So, it is up to you to play it safe or take your life into your own hands and create. You might say that your goal is not to meet all men on earth, but you need to meet more men to increase your chances of meeting the one. You might be nursing many generalizations or myths about men. Most are false and dangerous enough that they might become the excuse for your wonky love life. If you have experienced heartbreak, you can't allow that horrible experience to be your main reference point for future relationships. Matthew Hussey designed a proven system, i.e., a series of funnels for man meeting. The first funnel is for all the new men you meet, and the most significant is for giving everyone a chance. The second funnel helps you filter out the guys you don't have any immediate chemistry with and don't want to date. Only the exciting guys will fall into the third funnel. Finally, a few men will pass into the fourth funnel. By now, you should have a guy that you want to date. This summary will show you how to find guys who fall into those third and fourth funnels on the path to true love. Raise your game and standards if you want to attract extraordinary men. When we become extraordinary, we do it more for ourselves than others. Who is a woman of high value? Remember all those traits you want your Mr. Right to have? Well, those are the very traits you need to have yourself. In addition to your unique personalities, likes, dislikes, or opinions, a high-value woman should have these traits: self-confidence, independence, integrity, and femininity. Self-confidence is key. A high-value woman is confident about her worth. If she is not getting what she needs or wants from a relationship, she isn't afraid to speak up or walk away. She knows her appeal, her abilities, and what she deserves. Even shy, she is secure in her desirability and doesn't feel threatened in social situations. A high-value woman also needs to be determined and independent, which means having a life she loves and doing meaningful activities that make her passionate about her days. Most men fear being smothered in a relationship, and this often happens when the woman throws out her life and revolves around his. Integrity is the next essential ingredient. A woman with integrity doesn't overlook bad behavior and doesn't compromise on her beliefs just because of other people. When a guy sees that you guard your values dearly, it makes him trust you more. The word, femininity, has often been confused with equality. Men find a woman's femininity attractive. It has nothing to do with being the breadwinner. Every man must feel needed because that satisfies the instinct to protect and provide. When a man offers to help you carry your luggage, accept his offer because he is trying to make himself feel accepted. It doesn't mean he sees you as a weaker or lesser being. Developing and adopting the traits of a high-value woman will drive you toward the life you love, whether you are single or in a relationship. Did you know? Online dating businesses generate around $1.8 billion every year. Making the first move is terrifying, but you can do it. In Victorian society, a woman was allowed to chase a man she liked. If a woman were out on a walk and saw a man she wanted to date, she would drop her handkerchief in his path. The man would tend to pick it up and run after the lady to return it, creating the perfect chance to start a conversation. She made her first move in a classy and subtle way. The modern-day white handkerchief approach involves giving a guy two looks: 1/2 second look, a brief head turn, and a flash of eye contact to help him notice you. Then turn back to your book or friends. The second look is to send him the message that you saw him and are curious about him. You can add a bit of character to this look. A cheeky look or a smile will do just fine. You can also invite a guy by using a simple, "come here," motion. Suppose he resists and waves you over. Stand your ground, cheekily shake your head, and wave him over more emphatically this time. Just remember to be easy to approach in the first 10 seconds because it takes guts for him to come to you. Another way is by asking for small favors. He will feel manly whether the favor is small or big, offering him a chance to show off his strength. It works perfectly because you tap into his need to feel like a man and personalize the request by asking him specifically. Just make sure that the favor isn't too demanding or significant. It would help if you showed genuine appreciation too. Attractive women show patterns of behavior. The formula for attraction is not a strict code meant to sap all excitement and spontaneity out of your love life. It starts with visual chemistry. Looks matter, but you don't need to have a model's smile, porcelain skin, or perfect figure to find attraction. Yes, men do have fantasies about an ideal woman, but those specific features that they love might not be what will melt their hearts. Just being beautiful isn't enough to keep a guy around. Objective beauty is all about the rave of the moment, and it changes over time. Meanwhile, perceived attractiveness, which creates visual chemistry, happens when one turns beautiful through behavior. For example, your charisma in conversations, the ease of creating sexual tension, how you carry yourself, and how you exude playfulness and confidence. The next is a perceived challenge. As humans, we appreciate things when we work hard for them and do not value what we get for free. We get attracted to a person when we have to earn their attention. A high-value woman knows how to turn down sex on the first date positively and playfully. She sticks to her standards, and she isn't too flirtatious. Perceived value is the main element that makes a woman more than a challenge. A perceived high-value woman has successfully conveyed what she is all about to a guy and has made it clear that she will give him experiences he could never have alone. 100 random women can't compete with the power of a woman who has made herself unique in his eyes. Of course, a connection is vital. It makes a person realize they can be in the company of their partner for hours. Even watching movies together might seem exciting. Connection makes us interested in someone's standards, values, and life. Therefore, exchanging experiences and intimacies is the critical ingredient of a lasting relationship. Some women think the endgame is to get into a relationship and have a Hollywood happily ever after. In real life, a lasting relationship can only grow if you tend to it. But how do you increase the chances that the connection remains fulfilling? When you believe you are with the one, it is not a time to be content and sit back. You must be sure that he meets your needs and sees you as the best catch of his life. Firstly, he needs to feel that he can turn you on. His sense of worth is inseparably linked to your sexual desire for him. Secondly, every man needs a woman who sees and admires extraordinary things about him, setting him apart from other men. Thirdly, a man needs a loyal partner who is always on his side and wants the best for him. You need to be faithful to him in the company of anyone. Nothing breaks a man down more than his woman doubting his ability or not backing him publicly. You can simply show that you are loyal by making an effort to see things and situations from his perspective. Fourthly, a man needs to provide and protect. He needs to feel that he serves a purpose in your life and gives you something you can't get from anyone else. Once he becomes indispensable in your life, he feels emasculated. You can communicate your needs by telling him about your bad day at work, offering him an opportunity to be the only one who can comfort you. Finally, he needs to feel that you believe in him and fully support his ambition, especially when experiencing moments of self-doubt. He will be motivated to strive harder if he sees that you ultimately believe in his potential. He will love you to show interest and support what he cares about. How do you know if he is right for you? Now that you have a man and have turned into the woman of his dreams, what if you are still unsure if he is the one for you? One of the hardest things to do when getting and keeping the guy is not romantically getting involved if he doesn't deserve you. Women often settle in the early stages because they just want to find their soulmate and be in a relationship. They disregard potential problems that will eventually come back to haunt them in the relationship. The warning signs might be subtle, but you must learn to read and evaluate them. Finding a guy who shares your values and ranks them in a similar order of priority is crucial. For instance, you just started dating a guy and told him that being healthy is important. You will be happy when he agrees. But some months into the relationship, you cook veggies for dinner, and he rejects it. He doesn't eat healthily and doesn't get why you do. There will be conflict, and you might think he doesn't care about his health. He might care, but health might not be a priority to him. If you discuss your core values with a guy and he agrees with you on the most important ones, it doesn't matter to him unless you see him showing his values in his lifestyle. Conclusion. Sometimes we need to hear from someone else that most dating advice swirling around today is redundant and not helpful. It's great to have a reality check and only stick with reputable advice that works. Several women tend to settle for less, even though that might not be their intention when getting into the relationship. By following the simple, helpful tips from this summary, you will get better at meeting and talking to more people, making eye contact, working the room, etc. Soon enough, you will see that being a high-value woman with high standards can help you find and keep the guy. It's effortless to fall into the same old habits when it comes to dating. Then, you start to wonder what you're doing wrong or, even worse, what is wrong with you. The truth is that there's nothing wrong with you at all, but your dating game needs some attention. Going down the same old route will only bring you the same old results. Something has to change, but it's not you. Your approach is the only thing that needs tweaking. Not your personality, your looks, or anything else. If you want to attract the guy of your dreams, you need to own your best qualities and boost your confidence. A woman who isn't sure of herself and doesn't know what she wants or deserves will not draw a man in. Deep down, you know what you want and that you're lovely, so why not show the world? Become a high-value woman, and you won't regret it. Try this. Try to strike conversations or small talks with at least 4 men per day to build your social muscle. Make a list of the traits you want in your ideal man and make those traits evident in you. Write down your insecurities and work on each of them to have a positive impression of yourself. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey. If you've enjoyed our summary, consider reading the full book for a more in-depth exploration. Before you go, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and share this video with someone who could benefit from these insights. Until next time, keep reading, keep learning, and keep growing.